Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another reaction video by yours truly. I know it's been a while since we last reacted to anything. So, huge shout out to the one and only Corey X Kenshin. We're going to be watching a recent upload from him titled, I'm Just a Regular Guy. Without further ado, let's watch the video.
Samurai, stand up! Trying times for the samurai community. I tell you, we ain't never been through so much in such little time before. Honestly, we've had a pretty smooth ride this entire time. We had a few stuff here and there, but this past couple months, I mean, this entire year, honestly, how many times have I been canceled in this year alone? It sucks. Really. I mean, as a community, this is like the first time that it's like drama over here, drama over here, drama over here, drama over here. I've recorded so many videos. Every time I record something, something else happens. This becomes outdated. This thing gets debunked. I go over here. As a community, I know y'all are tired. I'm tired. We're all tired. I'm tired. And I think at the core, what's happening is a lot of people are forgetting that I am a regular guy. I would like to, as the shogun of this community, right, take the first slice of the blame pie. Accountability pie, give it to me. I'm taking that first slice, owning up to the things that I've done poorly for you guys. I think at the top of that list is communication. Can we all agree with that? My communication is trash, has been trash this entire time, but I think recently, especially with everything that's been happening, my weakness is being amplified. You know, we got strengths and weaknesses on this channel, and communication has always been a weakness. With drama, with controversy, and everything in between, communication is, you know, if that's a strong suit, then you can kind of navigate through these things a lot easier. And I don't want y'all to take it personal, like it's just a samurai thing or a YouTube thing where my communication just sucks here. No, it sucks everywhere. But this is a time where we all need to lock in. As a community, right? If we can't go through hard times together, are we really a community? Kendrick has this line that I've been thinking about for months. When stuff hits the fan, are you still a fan? That's like the mantra right now. If we can't go through hard times together, I don't want it. I don't want it. Inconsistency. I think we can all agree I probably got the poorest on this platform. Again, nothing new to anybody that's been here for I would say longer than a couple months. But another weakness of mine that has been exacerbated by ongoing events. Now, even with low consistency, with good communication, you could still kind of balance out. But when both are poor, now the community is in an uproar. I don't have Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram on my phone at all. So yesterday, my boy JD sent me a voice note. He's like, bro, I'm seeing all this going on. Like, you know, I just want to say, man, don't worry about it. You know, people be parasocial, blah, 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 blah. So that got me curious. I'm like, what's happening now? I re-download TikTok. Worst mistake. No. Actually, I think it was really good. I think it was really good to get a pulse of where the community is at. Because again, I'm a regular guy, but we're going to get back to that. I want y'all to understand that's going to be the central theme of this video. I go on TikTok and people are slam dunking on me. Deservedly so. Poor communication, poor consistency, takes advantage of his fans, only does it for money, only promoting Monsters We Make. You know, reading that stuff, it like triggers me. I want to respond. It's easy to get like mad and like, you know, get online and crash out. But on the other hand, I can see it from your point of view. I can. It's all my own doing, right? People can only make certain claims. Other claims are baseless, like he only does it for money. If I only was doing it for money, I'd be posting every day trying to make as much money as I can. For the 12 millionth time, I don't need money anymore. I'm doing this for the love of the game. I don't have to upload anymore, ever again. And I will live great, God willing, for the rest of my life financially. But other claims, I can see it from your point of view. And that's why I got to eat this blame pie, this accountability pie. I got to be the one to take the first slice as the shogun of the community. I have failed you. And it's as simple as me just being a better communicator. Hey guys, I don't know when I'm coming back, but I'll see you when I get back. Part of me doesn't do that because is it the better of two evils to be like, yeah, I don't feel like making videos right now. I just want to be around my family and go to Evo and just hang out. So I'll be back when I'm back. Love y'all. Or disappear and come back and be like, yeah, I was doing stuff. You know, I think everybody's going to pick the first one. But yeah, I should probably just start doing that. That's the first chunk of this video. Acknowledging my failures to the community. I see you. I hear you. And I think me saying this, it's going to be an active summer and a lot of like broken promises, a lot of saying stuff and not following through it was always inevitable that it was going to catch up. But I think now is like put up or shut up season. I was doing the math. We got 117 days left of 2025. I've done 25. This is going to be number 26 videos so far. If we're going to reach 100 videos, which we will, God willing, that's going to mean more to me than to you guys in some weird selfish way, because it will be me following through with something that I say on this channel regarding you guys. There's been so much Resident Evil. I mean, look how long it took for Village to come out. But I was there every time where I was like, yeah, guys, I'm working on Village. And yeah, I was having Elgato problems, computer problems, so many problems. Getting that video was definitely the hardest thing I've ever uploaded on this channel. But still, it's like, it shouldn't have taken that long. It shouldn't have been such a poor communicated thing. It was just indicative of how I've run my channel since like 2017, honestly. It's time for me to put up or shut up with this 100 upload stuff. And then we can have another conversation if and when I meet that goal. Now I want to talk about the samurai community. The samurai community. I don't like seeing you guys turn into a cult. Listen, I'm a fallible human being. I make mistakes. I suck at sometimes at some things. Don't fight for me. Don't battle for me. I don't need you to do that. The samurai community, I feel, is still one of the greatest communities and has the potential to even be the best community, but I gotta put an asterisk on there. Y'all are the greatest community when you are moving how you're supposed to be moving. And before I dive into some examples, I really want to just retouch on the point of I'm just a regular guy. Who am I that you're battling online or defending, or who am I? I'm just a regular guy.
I think what happens at the end of the day is that when you make it to a certain level, what ends up happening is, you know, you gain this community and you don't really even think about how much like your community likes you and how hard they're willing to go for you, when at the end of the day, two things are true. Of course, you know, just kind of taking a little bit off of Corey's video, you're just a regular person at the end of the day. You know, you're a human being just like the next person. And you've probably been starting out doing this by yourself. So it was like, man, like when I started this, there was no one next to me to comfort me, support me, or, defend me when like my video was bad. And now when you amass such a following, you have people that tune in and like, you know, when you're on, they're there. When you're off, they're there waiting for you to come back. And they, you know, like they care. And I think that's one of the things that as I started, you know, like streaming and just playing video games and posting videos, I just bumped into people who was like, oh, Josh, you know, I actually appreciate what you say. So it's like it's a bittersweet thing, you know. Like you're going to have people that want to watch your content, but then you're also going to have like that same community like defend you no matter what. So I think that's an important thing to kind of keep in mind.
So I prepared some things just to, like, you know, drive home the point that I'm just a regular guy. This is just a list of regular guy stuff, regular human guy stuff that I've done that I would like to share with you all. I've stolen before. I've cussed.
Would you be happy if you stayed where you are in life and job forever? If the answer is yes, then this video is
Before. I say the word again. I've hurt people. I've been hurt by people. I've lied about things. Oh, this one's good. I can be selfish. I've hated. I've loved. Oh, I think this one's really going to resonate with you guys. I've broken promises. And that's just, you know, a few things that I think people need to be reminded of. I'm a regular guy. I've done all those things, and I'm sorry about those things. And I've tried to do better because of those things, because of those experiences. And God has still granted me you guys. Could you believe that? Could you believe that all that horrible, deplorable stuff that I've read on that paper, I'm still here with 22 million people waiting for me on my next upload? So if you're looking for, you know, a little bit of hope and optimism, there you go. Like, if I've done all that, how much more could you have? Or someone, you know, I know it's the internet. Everybody likes to act like they're the purist and that they've never done anything, when at least I'm up here like been for years talking about how I don't deserve this community and you guys have blessed me so much. Again, I'm just a regular guy. I'm a regular dude. I really wanted to get into that because the community has forgotten that. I despise how important I am to so many people. I don't know how that might hit for you. I don't understand. I mean, logically, it makes sense. It's someone that you see online, you watch all their stuff, you kind of form, dare I say, a parasocial, or maybe not even parasocial. Maybe you just kind of subconsciously begin to depend on this person. Man, I really started all of this video stuff because I liked gameplays. I liked doing skits and sketches. And I've talked about how Indie Titan Lady all the way back in 07, 08, 09 inspired me to pick up a camera and be on YouTube and watching Philip DeFranco, watching all these OGs, and never in my wildest dreams that I think I would make it to where we are today, where if they gave out a diamond play button for every 10 million subscribers, we would have 2. Never did I ever think. On the other hand, with the way that I am built and the way that I know a lot of people see it when you come up to me in public, the way that I am built, I hate the spotlight. I hate that. It's so contrary to what the situation is, to how big this community is. But I despise being important to so many people, or not even important, whatever I am, you know, where I wish so much to be a regular guy that now, you know, going in public, I have to plan everything. I have to think about these things. It comes with the territory. Please don't misconstrue this with me complaining and whining about anything. I'm just having a heart-to-heart with you. I'm letting you know where I'm at because I feel like it's been a while anyways. It's different. And if I could go back and talk to myself, hey, Corey, you're about to blow up on YouTube. I don't know if you know that, but this might be the time where if you want to do the whole dream thing where you don't show your face so you can still, you know, go out in public and, be with your family and not have to think and, deal with all of that, now's the time. And you know what? I might have done that. I might have been like, yeah, you know what? I don't think I want to show my face, because there's just, that trade is a high price. It's really high. You really don't understand unless you're walking in these shoes that everything is affected by being a public figure, going out in public, people trying to be weird and come to your house, look up your information, make up stuff. It's all of it together. So my gripes with the community aren't that you guys love me too much, or if we're gonna have a community this big, it has to run a certain way. And again, I'm on record checking y'all about being parasocial. I mean, look, we had my arch nemesis Dante crashing out about our community. We kind of got like a Goku Vegeta thing going, where like when all of this was happening and I saw his reaction, I was like, oh, he cares. And then like a week later, he's like, I hate the community. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds about right. At the size that we are, and it's not even the size, it's our behavior, right? Our community could be 10 people and our community could be 100 million people. But if the behavior is solid, then it's solid. Y'all have harassed people on my behalf. Y'all have made edits of people defending me. Y'all have called people out of their names on my behalf. Y'all have done cringy things that reflect poorly on the rest of us. And it's even gotten to the point where there's levels to this, right? There could be someone that's actually a Corey Kenshin hater that makes an account, top Corey Kenshin fan, and deliberately antagonizes other people just so it's justified that, oh yeah, Corey Kenshin's community is so toxic. I've literally seen that. And because so many of you guys are young, because and it's not all of our community that's young. Make no mistake. People come up to me, teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. To the people that are truly here just to support, rock out with me, do not engage, especially on my behalf.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want the video to get too long. That's only 15 minutes in. The video was actually 41 minutes long, so I want to give credit where credit is duly and respectfully deserved. If you want to watch the rest of Corey's video, I am going to link it in the description down below. I just want to say that there isn't a single thing that Corey has said throughout the first 15 minutes and 35 seconds of this video that, that I don't agree with. I agree with everything, and hopefully I said that right. I agree with everything, because I know that for me, when I first wanted to get into Twitch, when I first wanted to get into YouTube, I had an Xbox 360 at the time, and I was able to download the app, but I couldn't even open the app up and play a game. That's how badly I wanted to stream, play video games, make videos, and try to do like podcasts and all of that. And when we got the second monitor, it changed the angle, and it sparked something in me. And I'm like, I have a better angle to do better videos, so I can do better reaction content. And I think that over the course of, the 2.5 years, 3 years that I've been playing video games and making reaction videos, that my speech has improved a little bit, because I know sometimes I tend to kind of stutter a lot and recircle around the same topics, and I think I've gotten better. And one of the main reasons why I got into streaming in the first place was because I felt as though there was something missing in the gaming community, streaming community, YouTube community. You have people that are making videos, and it seemed to me as if they weren't being true to themselves. And I'm like, this is something that I can fill. I can solve this problem with my first YouTube video. I can solve this problem with my first Twitch stream. And for me, in the beginning, it's like I said, every streamer out there, whether you're a big streamer, whether you're a small streamer, up and coming streamer, and you don't know that you're about to blow up tomorrow, everyone is human. We're all regular, like you're a regular person, you get hungry, you get tired, you get sick. Sometimes, you know, you're happy, you're sad, and all of the emotions in between. And I think that what happens when people kind of blow up, or when people amass such huge followings, and not even regardless if you have a huge following of 20 million subscribers or 2,000 subscribers, right? Like, you still have, you know, like this community of people that, you know, that care about you, and you know, they're willing to, you know, defend you, whether it be in a comment section, on Twitter, you know, on live. And it's interesting, you know, to see. And I do think that somewhere along the lines, people do forget that, you know, you're a regular person at the end of the day. Like, you're a human just like the next. Some of the people who are constantly in the spotlight, some of those people would actually prefer the opposite, you know, because you ever hear the term where, you know, people are super famous, but at the same time they want to be able to go out and just, you know, be treated like a regular person. I don't know if viewers are mindful of that. Oh, content creator is perfect, but in the world that we live in today, it seems as if that's what people believe. You know, we live in a world right now where TikTok has blown up and put so many people on the map overnight, that like now you have double the amount of eyes, if not triple the amount of eyes that are on you than you know, 4 or 5 years ago. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Corey. Shout out to Corey. I will link the video in the description so that you guys can watch the full thing. And I guess just to wrap up the video on my end, my final words: give content creators grace, you know, and just try to just remember that they're regular. You know, they're a normal person. You know, they have feelings, thoughts, you know, dreams, all of that stuff, right? And everything in between, you know. Maybe they don't like egg sandwiches. There was one thing that I could change about social media, it would be that I wish that people didn't care so much, you know. I appreciate that people care. I don't appreciate that people will go out of their way to not only defend, you know, their favorite content creators on the internet, but they will go so far as to disrespect other viewers, other content creators, for the sake of defending, you know, their favorite streamer, content creator, YouTuber, Twitch. If I do make it to that stage, that, you know, my community, you know, is solid, and that they stay solid. I know that communication is a part of that as well, but it's difficult to communicate with 22 million people, because that's 22 million different personalities, traits, characteristics, and temperaments. And you know, Corey can only account for so much, and people just have to kind of take a step back from the whole social media thing, and, you know, reground themselves and be like an individual, you know, do their own thing. You know, when you're plugged into the social media, you can plug in, but have that time where you plug out and just live life. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another reaction video with yours truly. We will see you in the next reaction video.